This podcast is brought to you by The Pod Tower, hosted by the Watchtower database. Visit youtube.com/thepodtower for informative, hilarious DC animation-themed podcasts and live streams every week. And check out the Watchtower database for DCAU video essays, timelines, fan theories, and more. And please, enjoy the show.
Speed run again.
Yeah.
We did this a little while ago, right? The speed run.
I did speed once. Not really. I've never done that.
I have, but prescribed by a doctor because I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Wait, hang on.
Yes.
What's the chemical X? What is it? What's speed?
There's so many versions of it, but it's just anything that's essentially an upper is considered speed.
No, not speed test. I know my internet is bad. Okay, you don't have to remind me every single day. I know speed is a magnitude of velocity.
Type in speed and then drug.
Speed, yeah. Speed is amphetamine. Okay. So what
upper.
is what are those like? Oh, I need to study. I'm a college study. What is that?
Oh my God, what the fuck is that called? No, I should really know this.
Speed drug. What is it? Studying? This is a good podcast, everybody. Listening to Adderall.
Adderall. Fuck, I just got it too.
Yeah, if we count that as speed, then I guess I've done speed once.
Oh, if you have an ADHD brain, it slows you down?
We're not condoning drug usage.
Yes.
Babies that are listening.
And so it's funny because when I first got prescribed stimulants essentially for better focusing in class, what happened was I got in trouble. You know, if you're ADHD and you get prescribed stimulants, you will focus.
Yeah.
But not necessarily on the right whiteboard in front of you.
Yeah.
What happened was I was sitting next to a window and there was like a conifer, like an arborvitae, look up the tree if you will, outside the window.
I'm not gonna
have a lot of time. You like dick-shaped trees in people's yards. You've seen them.
Not
arborvitae. Yeah, that's a taxonomical description or name or whatever.
I don't do my taxes.
There was one of these outside of the window of my classroom. And I kept getting in trouble because the teacher was writing math equations on the board, and I was just staring at this tree because it was
Brian, stop looking at the dick tree.
It was a lightly breezy day, and so the branches are swaying in the breeze, and I was just like, that's the thing I'm focusing on. Why the fuck do I care about numbers? I'm just gonna look at this tree. So
I didn't necessarily feel focused. I just felt wired without the jitters of coffee or whatever. You just. Very alive.
So your brain chemistry is probably not wired inversely like mine, which is kind of unexpected, but also no, you are self-employed and very motivated, so I would not call you neurodivergent in that way.
In that way. Tack that on to the end of it.
Bro, we both have a touch of the tism, as Dylan would say, as per our game session of Helldivers the other day. But
did you play with Dylan the other day?
I played with Dylan the other day, and it was great. It was his first time back, and he died so much. He died so much.
That's good. That's what we like to see.
But he did great. I'm still proud of him.
I wish I could play Helldivers ever in my life, but I'm too busy doing podcasts like this one, Jump on the Bat-Wagon. It's episode 146.
Wow. Fuck, man. That's almost the time that it is. If 7 is looks more like 7, a 1
and the 6 was a 3, but we'll see what time it is by the time I get to that part. I'm James from the Watchtower database,
and I'm Brian.
That's Brian over there. That's Brian.
I'm Brian.
I'm here to show him.
Me,
what's
Brian.
Your name? That's Brian.
Brian.
The entire DC animated universe. Again, I think we've made that joke before that you're like a Pokemon. Brian.
Probably we're 143 episodes in. We've made every joke that anybody could make ever.
I know. We really could not go any further than this and just stop now.
Okay.
But we haven't finished the DCAU, so we're just going to keep going in the controversial Airdate order. So he may view these shows the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s.
True, real talk here, listener. Were you even there?
No.
The 1900s? Were you there?
I don't think you were.
Statistically, probably not.
That sucks. Today we're watching the new Batman Adventures episode, Judgment Day.
Yes.
And your prediction last time was Judge Man.
Correct.
And
yes.
I threw in Bailiff as his adult sidekick.
Correct. I remember
They
this.
were kicking ass. Yeah. At the time of this recording, new Batman Adventures.
7:44. Can you hold for a full 2 minutes of silence?
No. It's streaming on Max and available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Dog.
Just think of dogs. And if you'd like to follow along, you can head over to bit.ly/watch DCAU. That's another dog potential name. Links in the show notes. We just like to give out dog names, ideas for dog names.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything we've ever said before. In the past, it's just a thing we're doing now.
We have 3 potential names for dogs, and that's it. If you're considering a dog, DVD and Blu-ray.
And Blu-ray.
If you have a dog named anything other than that, I'm sorry to say you're wrong, and you're living your worst life.
Somebody does name one of their gets a new dog listening to this podcast. Name it DVD and Blu-ray.
Our listens are in the thousands now, which I'm pretty proud of.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody out there who has or is considering getting a new dog. Max, DVD and Blu-ray, or Bitly. If anybody names their dog that, I don't know. What
are you promising? Yeah, I don't know.
A free admission to our next live podcast.
Oh, damn.
That'll
make too many people name their dogs things.
Listener, we're discussing.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Another one. Yeah.
Be ready and be on the West Coast.
And name your dog that.
Name your dog Bitly. Bitly is pretty good.
Not the plane ticket, not anything else. Just literally getting in the building.
Hey, listener. Hey, just listen to me real quick here. Jamie's going to buy you a plane ticket.
Brian's sober.
It's totally fine. I'm sober as hell. This is great.
It's totally good. We'll make you spaghetti. This first aired Saturday, October 31st, Halloween, 1998.
Is this a Halloween episode?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Jamie,
8:30
is this a Halloween episode?
KSWB.
8:30 is too early for Halloween.
It's a bit spoopy. It's not.
But is it a Halloween? It's not like there's no jack-o'-lanterns
It's not
in this.
set on Halloween. It's not Halloween specific reference.
I'm pissed.
Leave me alone. 1 week after our last episode, Chemistry. This aired number 22 and produced number 24. This is the final produced episode of the new Batman Adventures.
But not final aired.
No, there's 3 more after this. Or 2 more? 2 more after this. Fuck. Yeah, there's 2 more Batman episodes after this one we're watching today. What?
Let me work this out. Through dance.
I'm pissed is the next part again. No, through dance. You're right. Fuck.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
This was written by Rich Fogel and Alan Burnett. Directed by Kurt Gaeta. Music is by Michael McQuistion. And animation is Coco/Dong space Yang.
I am
pissed.
Lord.
I'm pissed that it's a Coco Dong Yang again.
Amazing. That's amazing to me right now.
I know.
Yeah.
You can head over to the link in the description if you'd like to buy us a Yoppie beverage and support the show. The listener listening to this. We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode and we'll plug your shit.
Yes, plug it.
We'll also do a push up for every $1. So send us coffee for our health and your health. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from someone. The name is just someone bought a Yoppie Bev. It's anonymous.
Whoa. What?
It says, here's to a great podcast. Brian has to do push-ups to the tune of Passenger by Deftones, and Jamie has to do push-ups to the tune of Hello Zepp by Charlie so this is Scotty Cameron.
Wait.
You revealed yourself. Most likely Scotty Cameron. I think we should probably pull both those songs up on our phones and play them as we're doing push-ups.
Passenger is like so fucking hot though.
It is very loud.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Skip to the loud part of
that is what I meant.
The Sauce song, so that it'll be really good. Let's see.
How many are we doing?
So 5. I don't know. It won't last very long.
Okay,
so it'll be good for the listener also.
Okay, you can't hear this, right?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do push-ups until you say I can stop.
Play it where the listener can hear it.
I don't know how to play it outside. I'm going to have to like...
Get your fucking phone, look it up on YouTube, hit play.
Okay.
The end.
Okay.
Old man.
Is that what you want? I'm going to play it through my fucking speakers, bro. I'm AV'd up.
Wait, hang on. I do have a Bluetooth speaker. This is worth the time to go get it. Hang on.
I'm just going to start. Should I just start doing... Wait, you're gone? Not looking at my screen. He's gone. We thought we were going to do the podcast tonight, and then we thought we weren't going to do the podcast tonight, and now I'm here, and we're doing the podcast tonight. So, like, this is kind of like we're off the cuff. Jamie doesn't have his headphones on, but he is back. If you are open to stuff a little bit in the kink community, listen to the song Passenger by the Deftones. Hey, Jamie, what's up? We're gonna do some...
That's what I put my headphones back on for.
We're going to do some push-ups. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so. Go.
I'm just going to do it for longer because the song deserves more time than just 5 push-ups worth.
Yeah, I'll do push-ups really slow to the tempo of this also.
This is a pretty good push-up tempo, but I got to wait for it to actually start. There we go. This is going to get us copyright.
2, 3,
fuck yeah.
4, and then 15. I'm stopping at 15.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think Deftones is going to win them at 20. 2, 3, 4, 5.
This sucks.
No, man, this is entertainment. Come on. Fuck, I don't want to like
mashup.
That was very. They were pretty similarly timed. Like the tempo was like fairly accurate. Considering the amount of songs in the world, that was like perfect.
Considering all the songs ever, there's no 2 songs you could fit together better than those 2.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Try? Have you tried, babies?
Have you
listening?
even tried?
I don't think so. Well, let's go watch Judgment Day and get out of whatever that was we just did.
High art. Don't you agree?
I have nothing to say to that.
Yes, I can understand your frustration.
It's the second time Batman has interfered. I'm going to have to deal with him.
Well, let's not get too rambunctious. I got a primary next week. The last thing I need is the good guys in a slap fight. Speak of the devil.
Where's the judge?
Oh, darn, you just missed him. And he keeps forgetting to leave his number.
I'm bringing him in, Corcoran.
What's the matter, Batman? Feeling threatened?
He's going to kill someone.
Who? Two-Face? Killer Croc? You think anyone cares? I'll tell you what people care about. The revolving door at Arkham that keeps sending these freaks back on the street. Not that I'm criticizing your work, mind you. You've done a heck of a job. Really great. But these days, people want results. They want closure. They want... I think he got my point.
How does the Brian plead?
I plead Two-Face.
That's what he's saying at the end of the episode. How does the defendant plead? Two-Face. 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 Yes, we know, but that's not a verdict, actually. You need to be more specific.
Guilty or not guilty? Two-Face.
Nope. Really getting impatient here, buddy. You gotta give us an answer.
Two-Face. Two-Face. Face.
Take a listen to the synopsis. A short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Two-Face. It was Two-Face.
Oh my God. How am I supposed to give a synopsis of this? Synopsis.
You just do it with the English language. Just say Two-Face. And
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm going to try to be better than that. Listener,
Okay.
listen to me. Okay. There's a new bad/good.
How'd you do that?
There's a new, with my mouth.
Yeah.
So there's a new vigilante in town, and he's
Not
the
what
judge.
I thought you were going to say.
What did you think I was going to say?
I heard vag.
No.
There's a new vigilante in town.
So there's a new vagina in town.
There we go.
One moment, please.
I'll be right back.
Okay, there's a new vigilante in town, and he's not Batman. He's the judge,
What?
and he's got a sword. He's making all sorts of people unhappy, but he's a judge. So what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do about the fact that he's a judge? What are you gonna do?
It's just what happens.
It's just what happens. This is a hard one, Jamie.
Why?
Because there's
There's
all
a
this.
lot of there's a lot of stuff that happens.
There's a
I
lot of
guess,
stuff that happens. There's a lot of more or less inconsequential stuff that happens. There's the judge. There is Councilman Cochran. Not
Corcoran.
Corcoran.
Yeah.
Not Cochran like Johnny Cochran, which is
couple people said Cochran, I think. I
Yeah.
think it's one of those loosely pronounced, spelled more like Corcoran, said more like Cochran.
Corcoran.
You know, like a cork and a cock. They're the same thing.
Okay, so there's Councilman Corcoran and
Councilman Corkcock.
Corncorn. And
Councilman
Corncorn
Corncorn.
is essentially, he's got a vigilante in his corner, which is the judge. And Batman's like, I don't know if I like this bad good guy. He's wanting to kill just everybody. And I don't know if I like the whole kill thing. I like the maim thing.
Yeah, I like pushing over statues, letting people.
Yeah,
letting people
you know,
fall from
but, like,
extreme heights.
I don't know about Corncorn and his whole like vigilante guy killing guys. So
Yeah.
let's not do that. But Corncorn's like, I'm going to do it. And the vigilante's like, I'm also going to do it. And so it's just like, okay, we're going to do it. And then it turns out the vigilante's Two-Face in a judge costume, and he's fooled himself, and he doesn't know that that's a thing, and he goes back to Arkham. The end. What the fuck happened, Jamie?
I think the ending ruined the episode for you, unfortunately.
I would agree
I don't know
with
if you
that.
were enjoying it beforehand or not, but
I was fine with it. I was like, vigilante with a sword. Sure, why not? And then it's like, it's Two-Face, but he doesn't know it's Two-Face. Then Two-Face is like, the end.
he's Two-Faces.
I'm Two-Face, the end.
Well, let me tell you the official synopsis.
I
It's one
hired
sentence.
myself out the corn, the end.
A judge, fed up with the justice system that constantly rotates Gotham
Really?
City's worst criminals in and out of jail, takes matters of punishment into
No.
his own hands.
No, incorrect.
Okay. Continue.
Is that what he's doing? Is that really what he's doing? Is he, because
Yeah.
he's Two-Face. Spoiler alert. I'm so sorry.
What was his motivation pre Two-Face reveal? What do you think? Why was he doing what he did?
I think he was trying to like clean up the streets in a way, in a more
Yeah.
aggressive way. But
Yeah.
like post reveal, can that still be true? Because it's like, oh,
think
it's
so.
Two-Face, but he's having like
Well,
an identity
we-
crisis. What happened there?
It is very sudden and unexplained or whatever, but we have already seen, like in Second Chance, Two-Face kidnapped himself. He like was doing things as the alternate personality without the other personality knowing that was happening or whatever.
Okay,
So he's
full
been
transparency.
capable of it.
I'd completely forgotten that.
I know.
How many years ago was that, Jamie?
Probably like 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least 1.5. I don't know.
Okay, so we're here. We're in a world where Two-Face is completely.
Two-Face is Kim Possible.
He's Kim Possible. He makes new identities.
Beat me if you want to reach me. How does the defendant plead? What's the sitch? What's the sitch? We're
Oh
so
my
stupid.
good golly
I
gosh.
hate us.
That is the dumbest, best thing ever. And I just want to see all of Kim Possible in a
Yeah.
naked mole rat.
Richard Mole, Naked Mole Rat.
Richard Naked Mole Rat.
Naked Richard, the subtitle of this. It means something.
But
at all.
like, what? It's so okay. First off, my thought was,
Yes.
1/4, halfway, 3/4 of the episode. I was like, this is very
Quarter, you say? It's Two-Face.
It's quarter face. If I had a quarter for every Two-Face, that it's a quarter. Don't worry about it. There was a judge. If there was a judge and then a Two-Face, there'd be 2/3, 2/3,
like
3/4. I don't know. Face.
The policeman saying if I had 2 nickels sentence, and you looked at me and said, "Has that been a callback this whole time?" Like anyone that's made the Doofenshmirtz nickel joke,
Yeah.
I assume what you meant. I'm like, no.
Which is what I thought it was the whole time. Because I think Doofenshmirtz does literally say the whole. I've had 2 nickels,
says
which
the
isn't a
whole
lot, but
thing.
isn't that weird?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it just, in the spirit of things, caught me off guard. And it's like, I was wrong this whole time. But what
No,
you're
it's
saying
not
is I'm
famous
not wrong.
episode Judgment Day that has this, in fact. Yeah.
Fuck. So my thoughts were, cutting back really quickly here. Very fast paced episode. Halfway through, 3/4 of the way through, I was like, wow, this is just really fast paced. And then suddenly the judge is Two-Face, and it didn't really hold any weight.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I think so. Maybe this is an episode that we're going to disagree on for once in a while.
Okay.
But I had a pretty good time the whole time, and I obviously I knew that it was Two-Face, so it wasn't. It's hard to put myself in the mindset of not knowing it was Two-Face and wondering who it could be this whole time. Did you have any inkling at all that it was him, or any idea who it could be, or anything like that?
No, allow me to put you in my shoes and listener as a first-time viewer.
I like shoes.
There is, oh man, right?
Let's not
shoes.
do this. Just keep going.
David.
You just love to wear them. Put them on your feet.
So there's no reason whatsoever to believe that this is somebody else. This is just a new character. This is the
it's
judge.
a new guy. Yeah.
End of story.
So you weren't even thinking of who could this be? You're just thinking,
Why?
it's a
Why would
guy.
I think that?
Yeah. Well, when Batman says recognize any names on the list of trophy winners in his trophy database he has for some reason, that didn't give you any whose name did he see, or
No,
whatever.
because we've had so many, these detective moments, these heavy detective moments of oh, who's this person? It's got to be this person. Oh, we go to the computer, which is scanning awards in Gotham for some fucking reason.
Yeah, he has the trophy database.
That is
He had a tattoo database for that one guy, Rhino. He had
that. Can you click the plot device button? Or this is real fucking quick for me.
Yeah.
Plot device.
Database.
Trophy data.
Trophy device that scans all trophies. in Gotham City.
YouTube.com/trophy database. So there's no
Tower.
reason.
Watch trophy database.
That's the one.
There we go.
So there's no reason to believe that this is somebody else. Even that just sounded like oh, wow, yeah, we're these people who've lived in Gotham forever, Alfred. We totally know the name of this person, and that's going to be a reveal later on who the judge is. It's some judge from the past. No, okay, it's Two-Face. There was no red herons even. There was no information whatsoever, no callbacks to Two-Face's previous life as an attorney.
They definitely could have done more with that. Two-Face was the district attorney. It makes sense that he would adopt some sort of courtroom related persona, or even do any
Does
kind
it?
of.
Does it make sense though?
If he was going to do this at all, that's what it would be, I guess, is what I mean.
Okay.
But then I don't know that we've had really a Two-Face episode of New Batman Adventures since the Robin origin story episode. Not that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't really spent much time with him for a long time. And so then to just be remember this guy? He's also what a crazy twist. There's a third face. He's Three-Face now. In fact, he just didn't have to spill acid anywhere to make that one happen. He just been hiding in there or something. So I agree that aspect of it is pretty okay, why or whatever, and kind of weird. But I think the episode in general is especially knowing, and we've talked about this, or I brought this up a few episodes ago, of when an episode is the series finale, it feels like like, oh my God, everything's important or whatever. But and obviously, like we still have 2 more aired episodes to watch, but this is the final produced episode. It has a lot of appearances of villains that are getting like offed, like they're like essentially meeting their end or whatever. They're not really being killed, but they're having all these like finale moments for themselves, and there's like a quiet, like an evil
Where's the
choir
Joker?
in the music. Well, yeah,
Isn't he the
but they're not
pinnacle?
going to do that. I don't know.
Like, why isn't that like if this is some sort of like
He's
big
in
like
Arkham
season
still.
ender? But shouldn't everybody have been already in Arkham?
Sure, I don't know, but I just got that kind of vibe of like, oh, cool, like we're getting rid of guys, or like we're seeing like a finale to these characters or whatever.
Okay,
even if
Jamie.
it's not really going to be or something.
Okay,
But,
okay, Jamie. Jamie, okay.
okay, Jamie. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it did a good job at what it was trying to do, and also I didn't like a lot of these mystery episodes of who could be the bad guy or whatever are either really obvious the whole time who it is, or I was trying to think of an example of like, what's another one that ends with like, suddenly it's this villain. Like, what the fuck do you mean it's this villain? Perchance to Dream is just at the very end. Like, it was Mad Hatter the whole time. Like he's the fake Batman. He put Batman in a dream world or whatever. And it's like, nothing's terribly wrong with that, but it was just a weird, oh, it's suddenly this villain. And this has a bit of that, but that villain's at least been hanging around the whole time. So when it happens, it's like, oh, interesting or whatever. And you're making faces this whole time. Is this the new On Leather Wings? No.
Is this your number 1?
No. But I think I appreciated... spoilers, I think it might go on my top 10, but
okay.
I appreciated what it was doing, and I liked the music a lot. I think that helped get me in the auto zone where it was like
I think honestly you have a harder time with this than I do, because it's very possible for me to be having this as a first experience, and it's very challenging. Like, you have to intentionally put yourself in the shoes of like, okay, I'm just watching this for the first time, which is very hard for you to do. And I have some sympathy for that.
I also don't like revisit this episode very often. Like, it's not a favorite or something in a way that's like, holy shit, gotta watch this one.
Yeah, but you also said that like there was no way for you to unknow that this is Two-Face.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I don't, and much like, oh, Batgirl was dreaming the whole time, or any of those other ones where the ending kind of ruined the episode for Brian. I feel like it still, I don't know, it was enough, there was enough good to overshadow that. And I never necessarily felt like the Two-Face reveal was like bad. It's a little bit goofy in that, like, why is it Two-Face? Why isn't it just some new guy? Why does it have to be a different thing?
That's where I am. Yeah.
But I also was trying to compare it mentally to any other like one-off Sewer King, Condiment King shits that we've had of like, if it was one of those, would it have mattered as much when the episode was over or something? If that was just a nobody random guy, it didn't matter who he was, would that have been as compelling as, oh, whoa, Two-Face was a third face?
He's Three-Face.
Three-Face.
I guess.
Harvey Face.
Harvey Face. Get out of here.
Superman, where'd you go? Anyway,
It's so good. No, I guess for me, it's like, I don't know. I think it's another situation where it's kind of like a letdown, because like, okay, well now it's Two-Face. Like, why? Why does it have to be Two-Face? Oh, because he's got some condition where he's having like, he's creating, personas for himself to, I don't know what end, to get justice on these people he doesn't like, or to regain some of his past self. Like, can you walk me through that?
I can't fully, but any Two-Face episode, I feel like he's not necessarily. I mean, in Almost Got Him, he's riff-raffing with the folks at the card table and whatever. But usually, he's kind of like doesn't see himself like he sees himself as sort of like above these more like colorful
the rogues
like,
gallery.
Yeah, like I'm just a normal guy that got in a horrible accident and fuck these guys. I'm real smart. I'm Two-Face. So it makes enough sense for me to be like, or for him to try to get rid of Killer Croc and Penguin and everybody, Riddler, who said,
Okay.
"Hey diddle diddle, time for a riddle," and then immediately got fucked up. It was just dead.
Man.
A giant book dropped on him.
It's funny. Time for me to throw the book at you.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny to me because like I'm at that point where I guess I don't expect Riddler to be decent in any way, shape, or
anything
form.
good. Yeah.
So the fact that he's like, I'm on screen, time for one line. Oh,
Goodbye.
and then he gets his ass kicked. I'm just like, yep, par for the course, man. Par
Which is,
for the
I
course.
think, the third time now in this art style that he's done that. Like he just appears.
He's
for
such
like
a
2
letdown.
seconds.
He has such potential. He's like the strongest intellectual, one step ahead of everybody, but now he's just like, I'm here. Whoops. And then he gets killed.
Chains, the judge. Yeah. I did like how violent that, like, oh, we're showing this on the news, and then he just gets
They just try to
murdered
cut
by
it.
a giant book. And
They cut it a
away,
little too late. And Newscaster's like, whoopsie. And like,
yeah. It's just like, anyway, the end of the next thing. Yeah.
what an experience.
On the other side of that whole like feeling like a finale kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking how Two-Face was also pretty early on, like the episode Two-Face was pretty early on in BTAS of like, oh, we've established Harvey Dent for a couple episodes. He's Bruce Wayne's friend. And then now he's Two-Face. And so having him kind of be like the big involvement of this ending sort. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose necessarily, but it sort of felt kind of wraparound bookendy to Batman, the cartoon Batman. I liked it more than you. The end. Certainly.
So it wasn't an unenjoyable episode. I would love to go on record for saying that. I found myself being confused by the ending and like, why did we
write a different, better ending? Go. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do like, oh, I would do this, but I don't know if
right.
you have that thought. Yeah.
My only thought is like, why does it have to be Two-Face? I had not necessarily come up with like
It was
a
Penguin
third person
on stilts.
That's the thing.
On those leg stilts that Robin had.
Is this any different? Is this any different than a Scooby-Doo ending of mask reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Old Man Jenkins.
Old Man Jenkins, yeah.
Like that's what this was, right?
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Like it was a fine episode.
Getting away with tax fraud. Yeah. I don't know.
That one took like 3 seconds to land in my brain. That was good, Jamie.
I guess. Thanks. The cock rock guy. I like how he is introduced as I feel like he's supposed to be a red herring. Oh, he must be the judge, a new character. But then he just has a meeting in his office with the judge like a third of the way through the episode, and you're like, oh, I guess he's not the judge. So whatever. But
felt like I watched it go by, and the big reveal was like I don't know how to describe that. It's just a weird moment for me.
Yeah, I guess it was the reveal itself was less meaningful or less powerful or whatever than just the episode at all or whatever.
That sounds good.
Cast.
Do it.
The cast is Kevin Conroy as Batman / Bruce Wayne.
But what about the cats?
Slash guy in the bar with the eye missing or whatever.
What was it? What? Just because he was spying?
He's spying.
He's doing his
He's spy.
He's in disguise, incognito.
There were 2 moments in the episode that I think were mildly fucked up by the Blu-ray-ness of it all, which was that scene where Bruce Wayne is a fisherman or whatever, and then he runs out of the building. He's Bibbo Babowski, and then he runs out of a building. And
one-eyed Bibbo Babowski, slightly different.
If he had just been disguised as literally Bibbo Babowski. Oh, hey, Superman. Oh, I mean, why are you talking to me, old man? But he runs out of the building, and then there's like a wipe transition where he runs into the alleyway, and then he runs out as Batman. And he runs like into a shadow and runs out of the shadow as Batman, but he's like darker than the background painting shadow in this HD-ness. And
That's
I'm
fine.
like, hey, I saw the transition and I wasn't supposed to. And the same thing happened at the start of the episode when the judge comes in and murders Penguin with a giant penguin. And then he walks away into the shadows and he very clearly just like fades out. Like he just like opacity from 100 to zeros into the background.
Yeah.
Because he's also not actually being in the shadow. But
So we're going to put that whole penguin being killed by a penguin thing on the Keen effects, right?
sure. The penguin itself, the painting of the penguin.
So keen.
This is very keen, I guess, to Brian. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred. Richard Mole as Two-Face. Malachi Throne as the judge. So he gets a different voice. He played God in 2 episodes of Animaniacs. He was Ali Baba in Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. And I only included that because the actress that played Dinah Girl was in the episode Baby Doll. So there's a mild connection.
Very mild.
And he was also a character named False Face in the Adam West Batman show. So he's been a face before, and he's a face again. He might be in the future.
Welcome to Faceville.
Face Town, population Two-Face. Paul H. Williams as the Penguin. I don't know why I guess the H. Paul Williams. Brooks Gardner as Killer Croc. John Glover as the Riddler. We have Jodi Baskerville as Anchorwoman, who also showed up at the end to say, "It's Two-Face. I'm here for some reason. Why is the press suddenly breaking into this building?"
She's famous for being having a font named after her.
Baskerville, yes. Jodi Papyrus as Anchorwoman.
Jodi Baskerville, famous for having a font named after her, namely
Papyrus.
Times New Roman.
Yeah. Jodi Ariel Narrow. She's only ever acted in 2 other things. She played a commentator. It's really good. I got you.
That was the most unhinged because it's the most basic. Oh,
Two-Face.
that one hurts me.
She was commentator in a.
I'm gonna go change my name next week. I'm gonna be Brian Ariel Narrow.
Is it hyphenated? It's like your last name was Ariel.
Baby, whatever you want.
She was a commentator in the Rockford Files, If the Frame Fits, which was a TV action movie starring James Garner. She also played herself in Seinfeld, and that confused me, and I looked it up. She's an executive producer on a bunch of reality shows, like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and America's Next Top Model were like the 3 notable ones.
But she plays herself on Seinfeld. What does that mean?
I guess she must have been a well-known 90s public figure of some kind, but I don't know her. She made up that font, so she's famous.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
Jodi, I've run out. Verdana, I don't know. Stephen Weber as J. Carroll Corcoran. What
is that font called?
Verdana? Isn't it that? Jodi Tahoma? Jodi Century Gothic?
Verdana. It is.
You've read it as Veranda?
Bro, the amount of times that my dyslexia hasn't printed itself for decades, I thought that was Veranda since the 90s. Holy shit.
Wrong.
I need a moment.
Let Verdana sink in.
No, it's such a bad word!
You actually just hopped universes. It was Veranda.
I don't like that either.
Stephen Weber as J. Carroll Corcoran.
Who cares anymore?
He played Norman Osborn in Ultimate Spider-Man. He played Principal Bolin in 13 Reasons Why.
Dyslexia.
He voiced Alfred Pennyworth in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders, and Batman vs. Two-Face. Two-Face. He played...
Sometimes when I'm playing Helldivers, Jamie.
Mm-hmm. You think it's Hellfighters?
No, don't make fun of me. Sometimes I can't tell which direction the arrows are pointing when I'm trying to put in the Konami code.
Oh.
So a lot of like the things that you call in regularly, I just know how it feels to press on the D-pad.
I just know how it feels.
But when it comes to like logging into a computer and pressing the buttons, I sometimes don't know which way which way it goes. I'm
That
sorry.
sucks for you.
Fuck.
Steven Weber also played a character named the Shucker in Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I don't remember the episode, but
I need
he
to
was
watch
there.
that show, man.
Last couple of things, he was a character named Brian Hackett on 172 episodes of Wings.
That's me.
And he also played Brian Hackett in 2 episodes of Duckman, Private Dick.
Oh my God, there it is.
So they're in the same universe, Wings and Duckman, I guess. Peter Jason as Manny, who's one of the goons, Two-Face goons. The same voice actor as Sins of the Father, and he was previously Mason in It's Never Too Late, another thug guy. And then Lauren Lester as Mo, the other one. He's usually Nightwing. He was same guy in Sins of the Father.
You say he's normally Nightwing, but I still think of him as normally Robin.
Robin. Normally Dick.
Is that wrong of me?
Yes. To think of him as Robin.
Yeah.
He's just old Robin.
Yeah.
Ye old Robin.
He was Robin first.
He was Robin long time. Robin Longer is what I meant. I don't know. As Robin Long as Mo. Robin Ariel Narrow. Trivs. Two-Face's half-colored apartment returns from the Batman the Animated Series episode Shadow of the Bat, Part 1.
Wow.
Right after the judge says, "May heaven have mercy on your souls," Two-Face, both of them. Two-Face's halves have flipped. His good half is on the left side, bad half on the right. Like the shot is flipped for some reason. I was thinking maybe it was a reflection in the TV, but I don't think it was. I think they fucked up. Right after the judge says, why is it here twice? It's the same
Trivs brought to you by Jamie.
When Batman takes an explosive battering from his belt and throws it at the vent that is dispensing gas, these exact shots are repurposed for an earlier episode, Legends of the Dark Knight. It's the exact same shot. And it was from this episode, weirdly, which is produced like 5 episodes later. And I remember discussing that with Dan, where he's like, oh, yeah, we couldn't figure out that moment or whatever. We couldn't make that work right. So we kept fucking with it over and over and over. So they must have just given up and just grabbed clips from Judgment Day instead. It's the same thing.
I love that for you, Dan.
And Dan also now, if he's probably not listening to this, but he was so excited that maybe he made up the explosive battering, but he didn't. Kurt Gaeta made up the explosive battering or somebody. I don't know, whoever storyboarded that or wrote that.
Look, it could have been Dan.
We'll just say it's Dan. Last thing is this episode. Oh, no. Yes. Last thing is this episode aired just 3 days before Batman co-creator Bob Kane passed away, making it the final new Batman segment that aired while he was still alive and the last produced in his lifetime.
That's fucking sad.
It's okay because Bob Kane kind of sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, was he the one that was doing the Chinaman pawn shop owner?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bob Kane, he is a credited co-creator of Batman with Bill Finger. Is the other one, but Bill Finger is
we talked about this
everything.
We talked about this 200 episodes ago.
Yeah, like Mask of the Phantasm or something.
Yeah. So fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
He's dead. Anyway, Keen effects.
The one that I caught was another one of those sort of rack focus ish moments, not in the focus, but in the depth.
It must not have been as bad because I didn't notice it.
There wasn't a focusing. It was just a there was
just
several
distance.
There's several layers of distance. Everything was in focus, but it's still kind of past one element while zooming in on another. It was something wood. I honestly can't remember the scene at the moment. Let me go back and watch it real quick.
I can't even remember what the fuck I was looking at.
I remembered the effect, but not the timing. I'm very sorry.
I can't think of a single Keen thing. I think the keenest thing to me was just the added phantasm-y choir stuff that was happening whenever the judge did shit. That was very keen to me.
Keen, are you out there? We need you.
We need you. We need your help.
Can we call him real quick? It's midnight where he's at.
No. We can. We won't. For your sake, thank you. You're welcome.
I could call. Let me call him.
No.
Oh, okay. I won't.
Okay. CGI.
Maybe I should.
And there's nothing. No, I don't think
No, it's
so.
a Tuesday night at midnight.
Yeah, don't do that.
I won't. I could though. Here, check it out. Let me. Oh, okay.
Batman's used for this, baby. There you
Are you cutting me off at the pass?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Cutting you off at the face. Batman, I will give him. He did the thing. He figured it out. 6. He didn't wow me. He saved Two-Face. 6.3. 6.2 for Two-Face. 6.2 trophy database. No, that's not good. 6.2 statue of justice or whatever that looks like me.
That was my favorite part of the episode.
Well, you said something right before that of like, Jamie, it's you. And then it cut to the statue. You're like, Jamie, it's you. Even more intensely.
I'm going to give him a little bit more, less.
Okay.
Maybe a less because like at worst, Two-Face is just wiping out all the villains for Batman. So I'm going to give him like a 4.
He did the Scooby-Doo at the end. He Scooby did it.
He did, but if he didn't do, it wouldn't have been like much harm to Gotham other than like the criminals.
I guess.
So maybe Gotham would have been in a better... Actually, I'm going to give him like a 2.
Okay.
Because Gotham could have potentially been better off. Because even though Batman can't kill, Two-Face doesn't seem to have any gripes about it. So like, let him wipe out the bad guys.
Three-Face.
Fucking 1? Do I give him a 1? As a result of him like making more people in danger for longer?
He stopped the judge.
But the judge was doing good.
Was he?
I'm going to give him 1.
Are you going to be like Joe, who's going to be, why doesn't Batman just kill all the villains?
I'm going to give him a 1 judge's swords coming out of his chest out of 10.
Right out of his chest cavity.
So I thought he was like supernatural, and it just turns out Two-Face can pull chests from like antimatter swords coming out of nowhere.
I like his gown is like super long, so when he's walking around, it drapes in a cool way. But then when he's holding on to Batman as they go like 80 stories up, like the background was Flintstonesing past them in the background, like so many levels to this building. He's got like a little spooky ghost tail, Casper tail hanging off of himself, and it didn't look as cool. It was a little goofy, but
Casper's not goofy. He's the friendly.
He's friendly. you just wipe your mouth out with soap.
Wipe your
just
mouth
wipe,
out.
just not wash. You just wipe it a little.
Wipe it.
Just a single wipe.
Just wipe it. 1 wipe for soap.
What was it? Oh, it was sword. That was you gave him.
Yeah.
Did you?
Do you hate me for this?
I don't know. No. Did you make the connection that the judges we dressed you up as in the Batman and Harley Quinn Will It Canon is to look like this guy?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Nope. Jamie, let me tell... Wait, no, not Jamie, because you know. Hey, listener. Jamie likes to play dress up with me in several different costumes.
God.
Sometimes...
Finish this and then I have something to add to this.
Sometimes like, dressing up like Jamie. I've dressed up like Jamie. I've dressed up like, I don't know, this judge. I've dressed up like bots. I've dressed up like a Zeta bot. I've dressed up like so many things for Jamie. I can't keep any of this straight.
Boy?
Willy Wonka as a Pokeball, as a Poke Gym trainer.
Poke Gym trainer. He just got spikes all over his body.
I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time articulating at the moment.
Verdana.
Oh, no!
That's the subtitle.
At least I know
Verdana.
for a fact that it's time when Roman.
Yes. When in
that
times,
will never change.
Do as the times do. That's what they say.
But no, I didn't know that was the whole courthouse thing. That was this guy. Oh, is this guy?
It was also a slight accident because we're like, oh, we need these like shadowy judge figures, and so they should be, they should have the judge wigs. They should have like big judge cloaks. And then I guess like just to hide, we'll just hide their faces. We'll just do black morph suits. And then when you put it on and we've started filming, I was like, oh shit, this is like exactly like the judge. We're just going to say that was on purpose. It's a reference to this episode.
I remember like reading the script because we had to like at least pantomime it, but it wasn't my voice, right?
No, they never spoke. The Zetas at the end spoke spoilers for the video.
Oh, maybe it was the Zetas that I'm remembering.
Yeah, you did.
But that wasn't my voice, was it?
It was, yeah.
I don't think I ever saw those, did I? Did those come out before we started?
I showed them to you, but it's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We watched them all like back to back, and you were very tired. And
was I asleep by the end of it?
It's okay. Probably. I don't know.
That sounds a little bit like me.
Brian does this to me where we worked really hard on something. No, what I was going to say before was I watched a behind the scenes thing of Return to Oz, the movie, where
Rusha Balk being a badass.
Yeah, the big robot, potbelly robot guy that
TikTok
like, clunks around.
I've considered getting a TikTok tattoo.
That's a man inside a ball. He's just clumping back and forth. They're showing all these behind the scenes photos of him where he's just so contorted in there. And Jessica was just like, you should tell Brian like to be happy you didn't make him do this. It could have been so much worse.
Jamie, how far along is Jessica in the podcast? How many years do I have to say this thing before it comes back to haunt me later?
Like 1.
Ooh, Jessica, it's not about the contortion. It's just about the hours of discomfort.
Well, but that guy was probably in that for way too long. I don't know.
Okay, so when we were filming in that garage for Zeta Month, it was like...
But you got to stand up.
I got to stand up for what? Like, how many hours was that straight?
Yeah, but imagine that, but you're
How many
bent.
hours,
I'm trying to
Jamie?
make you feel better.
Jamie, it still hurt.
Okay, where's Clayface?
Fuck.
He's a statue that looks like me. No, I already used it.
I want something better than that. There wasn't really much in the way of like environmental sludge.
He was the gate keeping them from leaving Two-Face's secret exit.
Just a little
fuck you, actually.
The little grate in the side.
That's what I meant. Great. I don't know why I said gate, but you know,
It's
sometimes you say the wrong word, like Verdana.
Fuck.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep reminding you.
Why is it Verdana? What is that?
I don't know. Nothing.
Dyslexia hurts sometimes.
Does it mean something? Verdana meaning. No, not veranda. It said, did you mean veranda?
Oh, yes!
It's derived from verdant, green, and Anna, the name of Virginia Howlett's eldest daughter, who is
Green daughter
in Microsoft's typography group and commissioned the font.
Fuck, I hate this.
It's named after a person that made the
it.
font's daughter, and the color green in like French or some shit.
Yeah, it's very.
You come here to learn,
VERT.
babies.
I just don't like that.
Is Clayface the Great? Is that it?
Yeah, whatever.
All right. God, calm down.
No, I like the idea of him being the U statue. He's like, I want to like imitate this hot babe.
I need to
and
just
then he
make
does it you.
that screenshot my new like profile picture.
I'll give you $1.
Yeah. To do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to do it for free, but that's fine with me.
Oh, you know what I haven't done in a long time?
What?
I haven't Venmo'd Dylan a penny. Hold on, let's see. Dylan 0.01. What's it for, Jamie? What's it for?
What did we say earlier about Dylan? Something on Hill Divers that he told you.
That he told me, or that he died a lot?
I thought you said he said something.
Maybe. I don't know. That was hours ago. Who knows?
That was at least 41 minutes ago.
I'll just type that was at least 41
minutes ago. Then I'll cut that out of the
ago.
podcast and he won't know what it means.
Books or hip hop?
Books. He threw the book at him.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. There's a payment from Jamie right there. Boom. Yup, Fifi, my good dude, cha-ching-a-ling, my pal, old friend. I'm going to comment rich.
You're really rich. You're rich now.
I'm really rich.
Is this a top 10 for you? For New Batman Adventures? Is it better than Chipped Beef Old Wounds? Or better than Joker's Millions?
Let me look. Let me cook.
Or better than You Scratch Moy Bake?
Oh, I do like You Scratch Moy Bake.
Or Scratch, I mean
Ultimate
better
Thrill.
than The Ultimate Thrill? Or Cern's Irv the Further? Or anything else?
I will occasionally be just like going through my day and I'll hear your voice say, grow my penis.
Just like the judge in Two-Face's head at the end of the episode.
I don't think I'm going to put this.
Grow your penis?
I don't think I'm going to put this on my top 10.
You know,
it's interesting, but I don't think it's like jaw dropping.
Yeah.
Great,
it's hard,
even.
It's hard for me to say because I have Old Wounds at number 10. And I remember feeling like, oh, this didn't really do it for me, but it's Old Wounds and you got to do it. And it's the episode. It's the one. But I'm going to cause mischief.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Judgment Day above Old Wounds. Judgment Wounds. above Old Day. And then it's gone. Old Ones is gone. No, it's not number. It's not what you're doing. Bye.
No? Oh, okay. Jamie, I support you. It's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate that you always do that and you put costumes on and shit like that. We did it.
What? Well, we did.
We talked.
We did a good amount of it.
We talked.
Yeah. We did. Yeah.
When we come back from the mail, I'll tell Brian the name of the next episode. He tries to guess what it's about and what show it is.
Yeah. That yacht. That one small extra yacht. Put it over.
We drop
What we drop?
our weekly yachts.
Oh yeah, those.
Into the comment box. First, there sure was a lot.
Now Jamie's mad.
Too bad we're all.
At least I am.
Just Dylan Pollock.
And speaking of,
dude, I'm so confused by your Venmo. Hey, you'll get it on Friday. I guess I have to keep that part in the podcast. I don't know. Or did I? Dylan Pollock, Judgment Day.
oh my God.
You know, I was pretty upset at us last time listening back to last episode that
Why?
we
What did we
talked
do?
about. We talked about Linda Hamilton and how she was Sarah Connor in Terminator, and then we didn't make a T2 Judgment Day joke when we said Judgment Day.
Fuck! Wow, we
suck.
We really bite the big one.
Even Ryan didn't call us out on it. Nobody thought of it.
Damn it,
everyone
Ryan.
Sucks. Okay, here it is.
It's time for the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock on Judgment Day, or the Batman episode that's also an Arnold movie title. Knowing that Harvey is the judge, how fast did he just turn around from Croc and the Penguin Goons to change me back there with the Penguin? It's one of those things that it feels like it's tricking us, the audience, because it's totally unrealistic. Also, it would be kind of awesome to see an episode where Batman and the Judge have to team up. I don't know how that would work, but I kind of want to see it. Also, is this the saddest Riddler appearance yet? It was more dignified when he didn't even have a line in trial. Also, when the Judge goes to kill Two-Face, is Harvey actually trying to kill himself, or was this set up for Batman? It seems like the former, which is... the episode answered this itself. Also, I like that his giant hammer weapon is supposed to be an actual award, the Marshall Award. So there's other people out there that have these giant hammer weapons. Yes. Perfectly logical trophy to give. Now it's time for the question of the week. James for part.
It is.
The Judge is a new identity obsessed with justice. Oh no, fellas. Looks like you've each got a new split personality. What's it obsessed with? You know, besides the DCAU.
No.
Just Dylan.
What other things do I like? That everybody knows me. They don't know you. What do you want? What's your thing? What's your aim?
Is it a part of me that like wants to come out, or is it a part of me that's just already out?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I'm going to need that to differentiate.
Let's both come out on the podcast right now.
Okay, ready?
More than we somehow already have.
1.
Oh, we didn't do it.
Oh, whoops. Like woodworking or like drinking tea?
We know these things.
Do we?
Yeah. If a tea drinking woodworker showed up to kill all the criminals, like, oh fuck, it's Brian. He even has DVD and Blu-ray with him.
Dogs. Yeah. Is it a dog thing? I was tonight. I was befriending a pit bull mix out in the world, whose name was Winston, and I was very happy to meet
That's
this
a good dog name.
Oh, he was great, by the way.
Whenever I get in the right auto zone to do like chores, like cleaning things, I get very like locked into that. Like I started cleaning my office. Everything's got to be spotless now or whatever. And the same with like, I'm doing the dishes. Well, I might as well also clean this part of the kitchen and throw away the trash and do all this shit. So it's like, maybe there's something there with
Mr. Clean? Your alter ego is Mr. Clean?
Yeah, just a bald old man with a sponge. Hey, Kudu. Oh, pull his face off. Oh, God, it was skin. This is actually Mr. Clean. This is not a person in a disguise. My hyperfixation of cleaning, I guess, when it's time to do it. I don't know.
Oh, what about like a musician thing? That could work for like both of us, actually.
Oh, yeah.
The Music Men.
The Music Master. Dylan, your thing also you brought up that I totally meant to talk about, and we can pretend that I talked about it so that it can seem like you said, oh, he said the thing that we talked about, which was that Two-Face and Killer Croc are like, thanks Penguin for the money, and they leave, and there was exactly enough time for Alora watching with us to say, why don't they have bunny butts? And then the judge showed up. And I don't know how Two-Face did that.
I would like to step in there on defense of my girlfriend. Okay, never mind.
Don't explain.
Bye.
It was Penguin's like
Playboy bunnies.
Sure, there you go. She was confused why they didn't have bunny tails on their butts, and then the judge showed up immediately after that comment. Yeah, I thought that too, of like, how the fuck did he do that? Like, he was wearing the judge robe under his Two-Face suit and just really quickly ripped it. Like, it's a pull away like stage suit where it's got the buttons down the side. He just rips it off, and then he has a sword somewhere too, I guess.
Or he just does the hands above his head thing, and someone drops the whole wardrobe from above.
Yeah, Penguin's girls were in on it.
Yeah,
he also tied them up to the ceiling in that same amount of time. What the fuck?
Whoa. We're getting real close on time there.
We should have like a running clock on screen of like the exact 3.9 seconds.
How long does it take to put on a onesie?
I mean, I guess we're in the same world where Batman's a fisherman, runs into a shadow, and then comes out as Batman. So I don't know.
Let's do one worse, Jamie. Let's talk about a swinging fucking lamp.
Okay, this is from Legtimus Prime, Yop Log 110.
Yopton's Log, number 110. Today in my journey, I watched an episode of Metropolis's edition of Law & Order SVU, featuring Hot Pink Jesus and Tank Girl. Who knew a pink jello man in funky blue lingerie could be such a creep? Now, if I'd known I could have worn a full-body rubber condom to escape his grasp, he wouldn't have taken my mind in logs past. I turned off the TV and walked onto the deck to see the sky had turned completely red. I don't recall steering into Gotham, though. It must be the work of Dr. Light. What? Luminous. That's a stupid name. Dan? What? He's with Brian in Hawaii, rocking some sick 2-riz? No. Oh, jeez. This would be a really bad time for a Nazi Superman to show up. Fuck.
I like the Muppet off screen that's giving you information.
Yeah.
It's helpful. Yeah.
Total Beaker moment right there.
Thank you. This is Ryan Hip. Ryan Hip rock and droll double header. I thought of the pun before realizing that word doesn't mean boring. I feel your pain, Brian. Solidarity, brother. Solidarity. Okay.
Wait, pain with what?
I don't know. Oh, God, there's so much background.
It is fucking freezing out here. Since James so rudely and deliberately and unapologetically screwed me over 2 or 3 or whatever weeks ago, and I am here for the double feature of Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, and we're not done with an episode until I get my goddamn word in. It's still everybody's favorite, House and Garden 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And let this be a lesson to all men that if you fall for a woman, they're going to turn out to be a plant-based succubus. That's not sexism, that's just if a man falls for a woman. I'm trying to say we need more gays. I'm very lonely. And let's bring you right up to date now with everybody's favorite, hey, wasn't that shot in Legends of the Dark Knight? And, hey, wasn't that shot in Legends of the Dark Knight? I wish they had used that anytime they needed a battering shot, even if it didn't work in the scene, like the explosions. I made that joke in the Discord. Better in the Discord, but Brian's not on there. Whatever, bye.
Yeah, he sent like a TikTok or Twitter video or something of like a completely unrelated scene where Batman needs to use a battering, and it's just the same shot from that with the explosive vent and everything.
I love that.
We need to see more of them. LexCorp Cares, Magical Christmas Joy. Good news. In light of the judge's extrajudicial killing spree, we're getting the season kicked off a little early. Sent from a remotely piloted Lex Sleigh, in quotations, capable of dispersing 256 gallons of aerosolized Christmas cheer within a targeted dispersal point, rendering any good children permanently holly jolly. Oh my goodness.
Ho, 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 and happy holidays. It's that time of year again. That's right, it's time for Lex's Winter Wonderland, every good boy and girl of Metropolis's favorite place to go during the holidays. Is that the pitter-patter of a reindeer on the roof, or is that our new Lexoscale 5000 with jingle bells? You'll never know. This year, we've got a super special surprise. Upon entry, every good boy and girl in the city will get a packet of super secret Lex documents you get to put into the magical Christmas shredder. And then you can enjoy sledding down Document Mountain, throwing it into the Yule log fire, or making a document angel. It'll be a wonderful time for the whole family. Well, come on down and have a wonderful time. And remember, you're probably microchipped, so if you don't come, we will know. All right, have a happy holidays from all of us over here at LexCorp. Bye.
It's too soon for Christmas.
There's something so cursed about Document Angel.
Yeah. This is from Backstabber Backstitcher, who I believe is a new... Oh. That's not the right button. Person.
A new sin.
Hey, Judge Man and Bailiff Boy. Oh, yeah, we should have seen that coming. I started listening in July, and I've caught up in the last couple weeks. I had a habit of listening during workouts until I found out laughing with sore abs was a bad idea. The next show you guys are watching is what I started my dive into DC animated stuff with, so I'm glad I got here before that started. Hey, welcome to it. Glad you're here. Sorry about your abs.
I love a good backstitch.
Can you let us know what exercises you're doing so we can have abs? Maybe it's laughing so hard, am I right? Scarloey1, get Judge.
Hello, listener, and welcome back to Jump on the Mechanic Wagon. I'm your host, Scarloey1. In this episode, I will tell you about Season 1, Episode 22 of the New Earl Adventures, Courtroom.
Woo!
Earl is in court. Judge, I swear, I'm innocent. I did not rob that art gallery. Oh, I'm sorry. You should have said that earlier. You're free to go. Thank you. Sucker. Earl opens his briefcase, and we can see the Mona Lisa inside. The end.
Wow. I mean...
What the hell is this show? You'd think the strangest part is that it won an Emmy. But that's nothing compared to the fact that it won a Tony. Anyway, see you next week. Same PP time, same poo-poo channel.
You're getting a little distressed there.
We'll be there, man. Don't worry about it, though.
Yeah. This is from Zenode. Hey, jury and bailiff. Ooh, okay. Judgment Day is probably my favorite episode of the second half of the fourth season of the first DCAU series. The mystery is put together well enough that guessing the twist feels satisfying instead of a given, and there are times when the framing makes you think they'll do something that doesn't belong on Kids WB. The knife, the way the mag cuffs make the henchmen point guns at each other, Riddler probably getting murdered. You were really thrown off by the magnet cuffs. You're just very confused. What is happening?
Well, where does it come from? Especially being oh, it's a Two-Face thing. He doesn't do that.
He's just a judge. He's got handcuffs, I guess, because law.
Magnet cuffs? I don't know.
Now, the judge, however, I'm a little mixed on. I love stories where rival vigilantes go on Batman's turf, indirectly calling him or Gotham itself out. But the reveal of it being Two-Face sort of solidifies that TNBA didn't do much with the Harvey side. I like it when my Two-Faces are a lot more bipolar and split in their thinking instead of just being a gangster with an ugly mug. Teleporting to the top of Gotham Bridge, Zenode. Yeah, how did he get up there after Killer Croc? Killer Croc Spider-Man'd his way to the top, and then the judge was just there.
He really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the, does he have supernatural ability? Does he not? Who fucking knows? It's Two-Face. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's like the Phantasm. He's got a choir thing, too. It's a PS with the black drapey costume, scary voice, and mundane murder. He's basically Ghostface. And then it's the scary movie version of Ghostface. It's Corcoran and the judge on the phone together going, "Wazza!"
Oh my God.
There's a dated reference for the babies listening.
Hey, babies.
This is from Euphonium Star, the damage report. For chemistry. Michael's skin, Veronica's mansion, Bruce's jacket, Michael's skin again, concrete column, beakers, Erlenmeyer flasks, retort flasks, giant vines, lighting fixture, model ship, lamp, vase, ship propellers, light bulb, Susan's vine, ship hull, boiler thermometer, Michael, Mary and Christine. I checked. These are the same plant women two unnamed businessmen are with while Ivy talks to the crowd of passengers. Ship, Ivy, Susan.
Oh, yeah, too real.
And Batman's wedding ring. It was so weird. Obviously, I've seen that episode a few times before we watched it. Chemistry, obviously, and me. But I never it's never really sunk in that even though the marriage is a fraud or whatever, it's a fake
falsified.
Yeah. Batman still got married on the show, like, and then had to somehow do divorce papers for like.
That might be something worth mentioning because we had like, was it Phantasm when he almost married Andrea? Is that right?
Yeah, Andrea. Yeah.
Andrea. And like that's a big deal. And this was like I was expecting this to be like a dream sequence, to be honest. It's just like. Oh, he's not actually going to get married. Oh, he's actually getting married. Oh, that can't be real. Oh, it was real?
But like, she's a vine. She's a plant vine.
Yeah,
plant
so
wife.
Then whatever.
Yeah, you know.
Whatever. We're in the Superman universe now. Fucking anything goes.
Doesn't matter. Super Beetle. Salutations,
man.
Batman. Oh, sorry. I can't read. Salutations, Jatman and Brobin. We are approaching the end of New Batman Adventures with Judgment Day, or It's Giving Jake Lockley. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Jamie, I'm 100 and whatever.
One moment, please.
It's Moon Knight. Okay. This one really feels like someone took Mask of the Phantasm and changed it just enough. Slightly different vigilante attacking criminals, slightly different operatic flourishes in the score, and slightly different Arthur Reeves, J. Coral Corcoran. Still, it's not bad. If you're going to copy the best. Anyhow, you fellas stay yoppy and pet Max and Blu-ray, who hopefully still exist. They do.
Oh, what
Just because we don't mention them on the podcast doesn't mean they're not real. They're in there somewhere.
Do you want me to do I need to do
them? I need to see you pet them for proof.
Hold on.
Yes,
let me see how their recall is right now. It's a little bit late, but give it a second. Here's one. Here's DVD and Blu-ray. Hi, baby. Oh, and there's Max.
Pets.
Good job.
He's giving them pets. I can prove it.
Kids. Oh, you're so good. Thank you for the kisses.
We got, oh God, Banana Sewer King.
Oh no.
I'm okay. Yes, I am. Oh no. I don't want it. Get it away.
I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
And not okay. Meatballs McGee. That's Robert Sterling.
That's Robert Sterling.
That's Robert Sterling. Dear, I'm not talking to you and the brain. Oh, well, I'm not reading this. This is it. I've had enough of your repeated disregard of my mail-time mail. Week after week, I wait to hear my name because why else would I listen to the podcast? And every week, there's a distinct lack of me. And don't give me the you sent in mail more than 3 hours late or you didn't send anything. How dare you make me take responsibility for myself and my actions? Shame on you. So this will be my last email. You've lost a listener and you've lost a fan. Okay, see you next week. Bye. Thanks, Rob.
Listen, man, we don't.
As always.
It's not like we just go out of our way to say someone's name in a completely unrelated situation, Kyle.
No,
not at all. Not what we do.
We don't do that.
Nah.
Why would we? And first we have Mark Aquino, Kyle. Judgment Day. Or yeah, I got nothing. Sorry. The unknown future rolls toward us. I face it for the first time with a sense of hope. Because if a tropical fruit, a banana man, can learn the value of human life, maybe we can too. I will freely admit that Terminator 2 quote has absolutely nothing to do with this episode whatsoever, and yet it's still more interesting than the episode itself. It's just lockup again, but worse and more confusing. It is lockup again. The design of the judge was at least more haunting than Lyle Bolton's costume, and the choral flourishes in the music were a neat touch, but that's all this has going for it. It has a germ of an interesting idea, but the execution itself was lacking in many ways, and when it comes to the twist of who the judge is, to quote another Batman story that has both Two-Face and the Riddler, it just raises too many questions. That's Batman Forever, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I didn't like this one. Sorry. Boss Biggest Bear Hugs to the #1 podcast host in this year multiverse of ours, Jiggling Jello and Bartholomew J. Adamson. Who's that?
One moment, please.
Mark, I appreciate you.
Is this a name you made up? Bartholomew Adamson? I see dermatologists.
Do me a favor. Go to LinkedIn, find that person, and I'll transpose a message for you.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to.
Fuck.
I can see them on Facebook. Is that good? That work?
No.
Their profile picture just says, I heart Bartholomew. It's a little weird that they love themselves that much. Praise for our Lord and Savior Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules.
Do you think?
Likewise to all his loyal disciples, all the names. Yes, what do I think?
Do you think Mark Aquino has a Facebook page? And if so, do you think his
profile
Facebook profile picture says I heart Aquino?
I heart Marcus, it says.
Let's see.
And all the
Search
awesome
Facebook.
sauce listeners of this Yoppie community.
Mark,
All the absolute best. Don't you forget that. I'm still in the stasis pod. Banana Mark is still out there posing as me in front of my loved ones. He better hope that there's no banana flavored stuff at Thanksgiving dinner. Till next week, banana smoke bomb that'll be blown out by a banana whoosh because I just flew away, baby. Did you find him?
I did, but wait, no.
What?
How many Marcaquinos are there? What is going
MARQUINO Facebook page for Marcaquino.
There's so many Marcaquinos.
I believe you. You need to stop. You gotta stop looking him up. You do this every day.
Found him. No, it's just a picture of him in a Peter Parker The Eras Tour t-shirt.
Jesus.
What a legend. God damn.
Change your profile picture to I Heart Mark.
What?
I Heart by Bartholomew. Actually, just steal that from the other guy. The exact same picture.
But I'm not on Facebook enough to know if he's going to change it.
Okay.
Oh.
I won't look either, so I don't know.
Sorry, Jamie. Hi.
I accidentally missed Jordan Newman's. I had it marked and everything. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan Newman. Rider Docu Special number 4 promo.
Oh.
For musical moment, I forgot to mention the big chime death toll sound in the Judge music. Very cool. I think you mean Keen, but yes, I'll play this now.
Former District Attorney Harvey Dent was once a well-respected member of Gotham's judicial system, but a lifetime of bottling up anger coupled with a life-changing injury transformed him into one of the most feared criminals in Gotham. Now he's developed a third personality to punish the worst of the worst, including himself.
Brian hates it.
But is there anything left of the Harvey Dent the people of Gotham elected? I'm Jack Ryder. Join me as I explore all of this and more tonight on Two-Face, Crime and Order.
Oh.
Now over to the music. I really love how haunting the version of the Two-Face theme was when he gets unmasked, the judge gets unmasked at the end, all on the strings. Kind of creepy, really good. I like the judge motif. It's very chaotic. It's, pretty menacing. It feels unbalanced. Very appropriate. Never apologize for loving your fandom and try to stay optimistic.
I will. Thank you. I did notice that the Two-Face theme when he's lying there on the ground. I could not sing it for you even now what it is, but when I played, I was like, there it is. And it was very slow and creepy and bleh.
So that's not just a me thing. We're like, oh, this song I really like. That's the title of it. What's it sound like? I have no idea.
Do like the Joker. That's the Joker.
Do the Batman.
Batman. He's on a building. But I don't know most of them by heart. Poison Ivy's is Ivy. It's just 2 notes. But
seriously?
It is, yeah.
Yo.
Scary.
What's Sewer Kings?
Sewer King. The Sewer King. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, the podcast is over now.
Wow. We made it far.
I said
and so did you, listener.
But I did Jordan Newman actually last.
Oh, so. I thought you were going to edit it.
I thought about it too, but then I think it was funnier to end the podcast how we've done it, like right now.
Wow, that's how we experienced it, but
I choose
does the listener
comedy
want
in real
that?
time.
It's too late to be doing that sort of thing, Jamie.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. At this time of this recording, 9:33 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brian, the name of the next episode, you want to hear it?
I'm ready. Wait.
Huh?
I'm not ready. Hold on.
Okay.
Deviated septum. I'm ready.
One moment, please.
One deviated septum. Verdana. It's called New Kids in Town. Batman, Superman.
Just because there's so few left, I'm going to say Batman?
No, it's Superman. I'm so sorry you're so mad at yourself for getting that wrong.
What year was this? 1998?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not New Kids on the Block. What was going on in 98? New Kids in Town?
New Kids in Town.
Is it people from out of this planet / universe?
New Kids on the Block has been active since 1984, Brian.
Yeah, no, shut up. They weren't active in 1998.
All right. Sounds good.
I was there. I was there. I was living it. That was the NSYNC era. Actually, that was
98 degrees
before. Yeah. Is it a group of people from outside of the planet / universe?
Basically, yes.
Sick. Do I have to guess more?
Sure. What are they doing? Why are they here?
Resource management.
If you consider Superman a resource, yes. That's accurate.
I mean, I would not consider him a resource. I think Metropolis would consider him a resource.
He can make heat. He can make cold. He can make X-ray.
He can spill coffee on himself real quick.
He can do a dreidel. He can do whatever. Yeah, New Kids in Town, Superman.
Hell yeah. Aliens. Alien TV. How dare you say they're not real? I want to believe.
All three of them are aliens, I believe. I don't
Three? There's only three?
There's three.
This is bullshit. I'm done with this podcast.
Only 3 new kids in town? What the fuck? Anyway, we have 2 episodes of Batman left. 11 episodes of Superman left.
Oh, God. We're going to do a whole Superman thing, aren't we? It's going to be a block of Superman before we get to the last 2 Batman.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, whatever.
No.
Okay.
All right. 4 episodes of the podcast till we start the new show. I think that'll time out pretty well with the rest of this calendar year. You know what I'm saying?
With the calendar year.
Clayton.
Wow.
Bye.
Wait.
That's what we said we were coming out earlier. I just wanted to throw that out.
God.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I'm not bi.
I know.
Kissed a lot of guys, though. That's the secret for the week.
Week.
Goodbye.
So let me understand this. In reaction to Two-Face, Harvey Dent created a third personality, one that would fight crime. A personality so separate, he even tried to kill himself without knowing it.
That's how the judge knew about the escape hatch in Two-Face's apartment. He knew everything about Two-Face, except that he was Two-Face.
Poor devil. What will ever become of him now?
Order in the court in the matter of the People versus Harvey Dent. How does the prisoner plead?
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted by the Watchtower Database. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for DC Animated Universe videos on a regular basis. This podcast is edited and produced by yours truly, James Strecker. Musical themes by Kimmy, Cooney Phoenix, Viltsu, Eric LeBeau, Jordan Blumen, my mother, and of course, my smooth co-host, Brian, brother Broderick Meneely. To buy us a Yoppie beverage and hear your name read in a future episode, or to nab yourself a Yoppie Dude t-shirt, please visit the links in today's show notes. Thank you for supporting the show. You can hear more on today's DCAU episode by checking out our friends over on the DCAU Review and Tim Talk podcasts. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice. You'll damn well hear it read on the show. If you'd like to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, you can email batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on the Pod Tower. New episodes of Jump on the Bat-Wagon are released Fridays on all your favorite podcast feeds and watchtowerdatabase.com. And we'll see you next episode. Same PP time, same poo-poo channel.